All right, my man, welcome back. This is Jesse, and this is The Valiant Lifestyle. If you haven't yet subscribed, you're new to my channel, I'd like to invite you to hit the little bell notification all, and that will notify you whenever there's a new video that comes through. It'll also notify you when other videos come through as well. So let's get started. All right, where are you today? What are you doing? What are you up to? Now, I know that these are Christmas holidays for most, and there's a lot of stuff going on. What do I want to talk about in this video? Well, this video is going to be about making a mistake and owning up to it. So, over the weekend, I had the opportunity to really just be with my thoughts, but I also had I needed to listen closer when it came to what my wife wanted, and that was quality time. Now, I had outlined and I had stated to her that I wanted to make Sunday as well as Monday 2 days that we would spend with one another and do them together. And what I ended up doing, and because I did not remember, yes, this happens, guys, to me, remember appropriately to mark out that time for us. Now, those of you who know me a little bit know that I've been really working with time management and really working to get my arse in gear when it comes to this stuff. Excuse my language. What is the most practical thing that happens with this when you do this, when you make a mistake, is to own up to it and not play it down as if you didn't know what was happening. So what I did was I took responsibility for it. I apologized, and what I'm going to do is in January, after the holidays are over, I am going to make not 2 but 3 days exclusively for us where I get to pay into the relationship. And what does that mean? Well, as my mentor, Delane Clausen, would say and does say, paying into the relationship as if it was the third person. He calls it the third entity, but the third person. So instead of looking at you doing something for her, you look at doing something for the relationship as a whole. Now, what does that look like? It looks like you treating her to dinner, but you're both going. You're treating her to an activity, but you're both going. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm up for dinner. I'm up for the surprise that we're going to do, whatever we're going to do to plan the weekend. That's on me to do. And what I'm going to make sure that I do is to lock up these dates before things get too hectic. So I am going to be doing that first thing in the morning, locking up the dates, letting her know what they are so that she can block out that time in her schedule, and that it's all solidified. So it's not so much what you don't do. It's making sure that you honor the mistake and then you fix it. You get in there and you have a solution for it. And then you follow through with it, because the follow through is just as important. The execution is just as important. The action is just as important. I'm hoping I trust that I make that clear with you. It is so important that you do this, because if you don't, because I have had instances where I haven't in the past, follow through, do the action, execute this, what has happened with me and my wife is that this sends even a minute signal to her that I'm not safe, that I'm not a person that could be capable of providing, protecting, and stability. You might be saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Jesse, that's pretty dramatic." Yeah, I know, but when that happens, it is a small thing, and then when you do it over time and time again, it erodes your relationship. It becomes the thing that makes you unsafe, seen from their perspective as the guy you are or not. You look wishy-washy. So what I am about to do after I've apologized, because I've already done that, we've already gone through it, we've already mended fences, is to follow through with the 3-day plan weekend as I will. Because that's what I do. I'm a man of my word. I am going to keep that. What did you do in the last little bit where you didn't do this? Or do you have a story that you would like to tell and be vulnerable about and give some detail as to what you did or didn't do? It's actually quite easy to talk about this stuff, because when you get this out, my man, because there's many women that will watch this as well, and this will help you move forward, because it'll be like a declaration that you make. You own up to this or whatever you've done similarly and not done, and intend to do better at. I trust that made sense to you. Make a comment. Let me know what it is that you did in the past that you took full ownership for or didn't, and looked and made better or didn't. Because I think for most men, this is something that we don't like doing, because it feels awful to do something wrong and shameful. But what's worse is sitting in it and not doing anything about it. That is what's worse. You got to learn from it. You got to pick yourself up and just keep moving. If that is something that you really have trouble doing, I would absolutely love to help you with that. Absolutely love to help you with that. This is one of my special things that I get to help men do, is to hone that relationship with themselves, to keep their word, so that they can keep their word with their spouses. And I'm not immune to making my own mistakes, but I am very clear and very good at following through with my actions after I've made the mistake. And all I am is a man that has perhaps made more mistakes than you have, and got myself to a position where I'm able to talk about them, I'm able to identify them, and I'm just doing them now in a way where I know what vulnerability and responsibility looks like, feels like. So, as we have it again, what is it? I'd like to know in your comments. Share your feedback, because this helps other men. And by the way, I am looking to get to 1,000 subscribers. So when you send these videos to other men, this video in particular too, you are, and women too, you're helping get the word out on how they can be much better men. And this video might not be great for you, but it might be really good for a buddy that you know, or a mate. It might be really good for a friend. It might be really good for somebody that's in a relationship that hasn't done very well, but needs a little bit of a boost. I'm their guy. I'm your guy. And I also want to invite you to go to my website and book a 30-minute complimentary discovery call with me, thevaliantlifestyle.com, where we can chat about all of this. You just got to book your call. You just got to book your call. And again, I'm looking to get past 1,000 subscribers, and I want your help with this. So get the word out to as many men as you can, because I think that this is something that we need to do better with. We get to do better with, and we want to do better with. So what better way to do this than to start ringing in the new year, in right now. Let's start right now. Let's do that. All right. Thank you for watching. And like I always say, let's do this.